Hey, I have a question for you. Did you know that Amazon loses inventory or damages inventory on a regular basis? And while they do an okay job at reimbursing you, a lot of times they don't. Not until you find the issue and then let them know about it. But that means combing through tons of reports and running things through Excel, doing all these complicated tasks, just way too much. Luckily, I had my team build me software that does this all for me. I called it Refund Genie, and now you can use it too. In fact, thousands of our podcast listeners have already been using it. Here are some real-life results pulled from our FBA High Rollers Facebook group. So here we go. I'm going to omit last names, but if you want to go to our Facebook group, you'll see the post there. But Peter got back $946. Mike got back over $1,000. Jared got back over $8,000. Sherry was using another service that got her $5 back, but got back over $6,000 with Refund Genie. Jessica got back $847, and she has a diligent partner keeping up with her inventory. Mark got back over $13,000. Tony got back over $5,000. Andrea got back $2,200 in less than 24 hours. Sebastian got back $2,500 in 2 days. I personally got back well over $10,000 in just the last few weeks. Kevin King, my buddy, he got back over $28,000 in less than a month. Jenny got back $1,200 in the past week, and Paul got back $13,900. Now, these are real people in our group, like I said, all of them. Feel free to join our Facebook group and do a search for Refund Genie, and you'll see a bunch of raving posts. You can join our Facebook group, by the way, if you're not in there already. There's over 17,000 members by going to ampmpodcast.com/Facebook. By the way, we do not take 25% of your reimbursed money that Refund Genie finds for you. I know there are services that do that. I think that would be a lot. For example, if you're getting back $8,000, we'd feel terrible taking $2,000 of it. Instead, Refund Genie is included in our suite of tools for all paid Helium 10 members, but you get 10 Amazon seller tools that you can use for other things like keyword research, keyword tracking, hijacker alerts, misspelling generation, brand gate checking, listing optimizations, keyword index checking, and so much more. The same tools that I use, the same tools that a ton of big sellers are using. By the way, we also have a 100% money back guarantee. We only want you as a customer if you're thrilled with the tools. So Refund Genie is just one of those tools, and it's included in there. Oh, one other thing, you can check to see how much money you may be owed from Amazon for free. Okay, so you don't have to be a paid member to at least see how much you might be owed. Okay, you can make that decision after you see the numbers. So take at least 2 minutes right now. Okay, you can pause this podcast, go find out, and then play the rest of this podcast. Head over to helium10.com. That's helium10.com. helium10.com.
Warning, the following podcast has been classified as insanely lucrative. Listener discretion is advised.
This was very strange because, again, we don't have anything in stock that's oversized right now, so why was it showing a number? It was showing several hundred units.
Your attention, please. Listening to the AMPM podcast may cause recurring revenue streams and unfair advantages over your competitors. Other side effects may include fatter wallets, fired bosses, and longer vacations. Listen at your own risk. Here's your host, seven-figure entrepreneur and online marketing madman, Manny Coates. Manny Coates.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the AMPM podcast. My name is Manny Coates, and I will be your host, and this is the show where we discuss all things private label and how to generate recurring revenue streams 24 hours per day during the AM and the PM, hence the name of the show. Get it? AMPM podcast. As a matter of fact, I was down by the beach on a hike with my lady, and while I was hiking those trails, I was making money. How cool is that? Pretty cool, I think. So guys, today I want to talk about something that I just saw by accident. I happen to be on my Manage FBA Inventory page. So you would get to that by clicking on Inventory and then Manage FBA Inventory from your dashboard. And I noticed the storage monitor, right? So you have your standard size boxes and then you have your oversized. And it showed the number of units that we have that are standard size, and then also the number of units that are oversized. Now, the oversized units should have been 0. We don't have any oversized units at the moment that are in inventory, yet it showed a number there. And we're like, that's interesting. Why is it showing that? And it also showed 500 units total in terms of the amount of oversized units that we could put in there, right? So, and this is for this particular account. Now, this was very strange because, again, we don't have anything in stock that's oversized right now. So why was it showing a number? It was showing several hundred units of something. So we ended up contacting seller support, right? We asked to speak to the captive team. By the way, I recommend you guys do that. That'll get you to somebody that should hopefully get you answers faster than the general support staff. But what was interesting is, they had one particular ASIN that was tagged as oversized and they weren't sure why. But had I not noticed this, we just assumed that everything was standard size and we would have just continued, right? It wasn't something that we were checking on a regular basis because it was part of a variation, and we have many other units or ASINs of that particular type product that are standard size. So they checked into it. This just happened. They don't know why it's labeled as such. The dimensions and the weight and everything looks fine on our back end. So they're going to look into it and they're going to change that. So what I want to, emphasize on here is always check your account. Never assume that things are correct. In our case, this particular ASIN is being billed with oversized fees, okay, which are substantially higher than the standard fees for, a standard size product. And also there's increased storage fees as well. While we were talking to them, we do have some oversized products that we're going to be bringing in, and 500 units is what it shows as a maximum capacity for our products. And that's just not enough. You know what? If I'm going to be doing a launch, I'm probably going to be giving away about 500 units, let alone the inventory that I have, that I want to have on hand to actually start selling. So we just simply asked the rep that we were speaking with to increase those units. They checked, they increased it. They're on the call from 500 to 5,000 units oversized. And we're set. So you can do that, guys. You can just ask and ye shall receive, right? Hopefully, if you're not a brand new account, that shouldn't be a problem. Our standard size, no issues there. I think our available units, I'm looking at it right now, it's 4.5 million units that we could get in there. So we don't have any problems there. That's pretty large. Let me see. If you want to see how many, at a quick glance, the way I found it for the oversized units, if you are on your Seller Central page and you click on the inventory tab at the top and then click on Manage FBA Inventory, you'll see the numbers. It's like a little graph. It's at the very, very top of the page, right before it shows all the listings, right? You can also go down to Manage FBA Shipments, okay? Also under the Inventory tab. On that one, it's all the way at the very bottom, and you'll also see it's literally the very, very last thing on the page, and you'll see the storage monitor there. You can take a look at it. So just check it out, guys. It'll save you some money. You might be paying more than if you're not looking at all your fees and calculating everything monthly. You might be paying for oversized without knowing. So we just caught this today. I wanted to put out a quick podcast to let you know, because it could add up, especially if they've mislabeled something into the wrong category and you sell a lot of these units. One more thing I want to mention, and this is from the marketing side, right? A marketing perspective, is that oversized products aren't necessarily bad. Okay, I've talked about this in previous podcasts, and I actually think that oversized products could be a huge market, something that we're definitely going after, and I think that many of you should go after. In this particular case, it was a regular standard size product that was mislabeled. So clearly we don't want to be paying extra fees for a mistake, right? But that said, it's okay to pay extra fees for larger boxes for oversized products if you find a product that, has good margins. And my thought process on all of this is that if you're going to get into something that's oversized, 99% of the people out there that have taken courses or have learned whatever it is that they have learned have done so through teachers who have said, you know what, stay away from oversized products because they're expensive, they're big to ship, and they're heavy, and it's going to cost a lot to ship it out here. So a lot of people have been kind of trained to stay away from that kind of stuff. But think about this. If you're in an oversized product and it costs you, even if you're shipping it by sea and it's kind of big and it costs you, $5 per unit to ship by sea, okay, which would be a lot. But it's a, $100 product or a $200 product, whatever the amount is, you might be able to make some really, really good profits on this. And then the other thing is, since everybody has kind of been pushed, or they've been steered in a different direction, find products that are small and light and can fit in, into small boxes, the majority of your competition is now not there. They're away, right? They're doing other stuff. There's people competing for those smaller things. And you might only have a couple competitors, maybe no competitors, depending on the product that you're going after. The other thing is that when you're dealing with oversized products, the cost, the barrier to entry for a heavy product, just based purely on the shipping costs, could price people out. All of the people that maybe only have a couple $1,000s to start their private label business, they're probably not going to be looking into something that's going to cost them, let's say $10 to get it out here to the US, just a shipping cost. Let's just say it's another $10 for the product, right? That's a $20 fee per unit, okay, to get it out here, landed cost. If you only have $2,000, that's only 100 units. I mean, that's not even enough hardly to do any kind of giveaways and really get a good product launch going, right? So again, it's going to eliminate all of that competition. So I think that getting into oversized products is pretty cool. It's something that I'm definitely looking into. I've been talking about it for a while. We've been flirting with a few ideas for this particular account that we've got going, and I'm going to be talking more about that in the future. So anyways, guys, wanted to talk about mainly the discovery that we had in regards to paying oversized fees when we shouldn't have been doing. But I also wanted to mention that there's big opportunity if you actually have legitimate oversized product. So that being said, guys, my name is Manny Coates. Until next time, take care. If you like this episode, check out episode number 110. That's 110. We've been gone for a little while, and this was the episode where we caught up on what me and Guillermo Puyol have been up to. We were in China. We were on a China trip doing some sourcing, and we just want to catch you up on everything that's been going on. That's episode number 110. Hey guys, listen up. If you're loving the content from the podcast, but you want to take it to the next level and learn advanced strategies, the strategies that I'm using to take myself from $1.6 million in sales last year to what I'm hoping will be $4 million in sales this year, then listen up, okay? I just need a few minutes of your time because this is going to be awesome. I've created a high-end paid training group called the Illuminati Mastermind. Now, before you go, what is the Illuminati? I'm just going to tell you. The modern definition of Illuminati is a person who is enlightened beyond others about a specific topic. In our case, that topic is private label. Our Illuminati members will be enlightened in the art of outsmarting, outranking, and outselling their competition. So let me tell you just some of what has been covered so far in our monthly training. Okay, we talked about a secret strategy we use to ensure that our supplier is giving us the best possible price. And this has saved us tens of thousands of dollars already this year. It's probably going to be over $100,000 for me personally by the end of the year, right? Because if you're spending $6 a unit on a product instead of $3 and you think you got the best price, you're getting hosed, right? So we're going to show you how to fix that. We also talked about a quick service that I linked to my Amazon account that should generate me more than $20,000 in sales this year alone from eBay. And I wasn't going to be selling on eBay, but guys, this took just 15 minutes to set up, and I never need to do anything again. And I'll be honest, I didn't even set it up. I just kind of pushed it off to somebody else and they did it. How to add high converting coupon buttons to your pages that almost nobody is doing. This one really blew away a lot of people. And that's just in our free webinar, okay? The free webinar that I want you to check out right now. That's going to be at illuminatimastermind.com. So write that down, illuminatimastermind.com. If you join us on the paid membership, we open the floodgates for you, okay? Our paid Illuminati monthly training members just learned how I save myself over $1,000 per month, sometimes $1,500 per month on freight forwarding with just a 1-minute tweak. It's super simple, and this is easily going to add up to at least 12 grand this year, maybe more, and that's money in my pocket. We also talked about who I go to on Amazon for better seller support, right, than the general seller support staff, because I seem to never get anywhere with those guys, and I know a lot of people complain about them. So I'm going to tell you what I do to get by them. And we're going to talk about a service that Kevin King uses to get his products included in tons of catalogs and gift guides. And these things generate sales for him daily. And it really crushed it in all the Christmas guides that he got his products into during the holidays. We talked about how to force Amazon into giving you the perfect keyword-filled URL, okay, so that you rank better with SEO. If you don't do the exact process, you're just going to be given a random URL with a bunch of keywords from your title, and it's just a mess. It doesn't do anything for you. We also talked about how traditional product inserts, standard paper inserts you put into your product boxes that you hope someone will type in the website and go register the warranty or whatever it might be, how those are pretty much obsolete unless you are part of our group. And if you're part of our group, then you're going to know we have something we call the Illuminati inserts, and they're going to blow your mind. It's crazy, right? You got to get with the 21st century. All of this and a ton more. And we do it every single month during our high-end webinar training. And we also do a monthly Q&A session with me, Kevin, and our other super successful mentors, just to make sure that you're covered on all the topics that we presented. And if you're ready to take it to the next level beyond the monthly training, and assuming that there are any tickets left, please come and join us at our live Illuminati Mastermind training with 74 other Amazon sellers. That's right, we've got a cap. There's 75 people that are coming out to this event, and it's going to be amazing. It's 3 nights, and I think it's going to be mind-blowing. The guests that we're bringing out to speak, the mentors, are top level. A lot of these guys have never spoken at other events. We got them to agree to come out to our event, and we're super, super excited. By the way, none of this is cheap, okay? I always say this up front because we don't want tire kickers. We want people that want to take action, right? Would you rather be cheap, or would you rather have the potential to rub elbows with guys that really know what's going on, guys and gals, to potentially 2x, 3x, and even 10x your earnings? So come join us. I'll show you a tool, if you don't already know about it, that's in our free webinar, by the way, that should hopefully pay for your monthly training for some time to come if you actually use it, okay? It'll get you some money back. So head over to IlluminatiMastermind.com and sign up for the next webinar right now, okay? The first 2 live webinars we did, by the way, they maxed out at the 1,000 seat capacity. So get there early, don't miss it, add it to your calendar, set a reminder with Siri or Cortana or whoever it is that you're using for that specific time on that date. And yeah, head over to IlluminatiMastermind.com and I'll see you on the inside.
You've been listening to the AM/PM podcast hosted by Manny Coates. For more information, insider tools, and to get the resources mentioned in this episode, visit ampmpodcast.com.